got those success that they are into, they know that if they are, sort of followers of these books or somehow, they will probably wouldn't get what they've got. They know themselves. So they mock at the book, but yet they use it for their own benefit. Because if a leader will use this book and is going to calm the followers in such a way that he will be able to sort of rule them the way he wants to rule them, why not use it? Why should he not use it? Because there is no simple means of approaching to life. There is no other means except whatever you get that is possible. So it is, these issues has to be looked into seriously. The approaches of other people, the friendly approaches that you may see that calmly comes to you and present to you things like moral good grounds of good and bad and God being something that they is being used much often to sort of get your attention. We have to be very, very careful and think things through, because whatever we've got now talking about God is definitely not really in its place. If you go through, let's say, Genesis 5, we've gone through, we've gone through 4, where 4 reveals Cain moving on to now Adam knew Eve. Now with 4, Adam was somebody who gave birth to the 2 children, and they sort of have the same. He gave birth to 2 children, Cain and Abel, when Cain has to kill Abel and escape, and sarcastically, or let's say in a cheeky way, answered God. And Adam had to know his wife again. I thought in chapter 4 they're going to show us the giving birth to daughters, but maybe somewhere it will come up. But when Adam saw Eve again, he asked his wife, conceived and bore a child, Cain, and said, I have acquired. No, this is 4. Sorry, this is 4. 4 talks about the birth of Cain. Yeah, and I have acquired a man from the Lord. There she bore again and called him Abel. Now this is 4 about Abel and Cain and all that. 5 talks about the genealogy. The genealogy of who? Of Adam. Now before 4, within 5 is explained what happened when Cain did whatever he had to do and went from the presence of God and dwell in what's a land of Nod, east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife there, whoever the wife was, I don't know. He moved out of where he was, went somewhere, and he knew his wife. Where did those wife came from? I'm sure you will see if you can figure out yourself. I don't know how you're going to dig that one out, but it's neither here nor there. If you will find it in God's book and you can't find it in God's book, I don't know where else you can find that. This is where you need to find where Cain got his wife. But the message was not told. Some people use other quotations which reveals that they say if all the things that happened at that time were told, there will not be room for it. There should be room for this. This is the beginning of life. We need to understand how things began. And Cain knew his wife and conceived and bore Enoch. Now Cain also gave birth to who? Enoch. And he built a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Irad. Now this is also showing Cain's children and all that. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son, named him Seth. So now Abel is dead from 4, Abel, probably has been gone and all that. So Cain still continued with somewhere with his own family. Now they born a third child called Seth. They never showed of the woman's side, for God has anointed another seed of Adam instead of Abel, whom Cain killed. And as Seth, to him also a son was born, and he named him Nosh. Then men began to call on the name of the Lord. So now Seth also began to have his own children and all that. Now, where did Seth even get his wife? Seth, where did he get his wife? Now, going deep down the Bible to the times of David and all that, going down, you can realize that incest was something that it's okay at that time. It was okay. In the Bible, it's okay. At some point, you can see that it's okay. Because Cain had to have a daughter, a woman to be with. What woman the Seth had and Cain, both of them, where did they get their wives from? It's never revealed here that there were females at that time, except their mother. Now, are we to assume that these guys were having intercourse with their mother in order to have a child? That is one option. The other one is that the mother maybe gave birth to daughters, and those daughters came up. Now, why can that be revealed? I don't know. Why it's not there? It's not there because it's not true. If it comes up, maybe it won't be true. It will be hard to consume. Now, whether God spoke these things or not, you make up your mind. And it says here, he created them male and female in 5. The genealogy of Adam, he made him in the likeness of God. He created them male and female and blessed them and called them mankind in the day that they were created. And Adam lived 130 years and begot a son. Okay, after his image, and named him Seth. Now they also begotten children, and they begot Seth after he begot a Seth, and begot and begot and begot. And that's the genealogy of Adam going down, and they were all begotten. Now, if you go down to, before I can come back again, if you go down to the birth of Christ, okay. The birth of Christ, as is written in the Bible, you sort of discover something which is quite strange, or is unrealized, or people do not realize it. When I came across this, I didn't mind who was saying it. All that I was interested in is the truth. And if I say something and I check it and I see it is, I embrace it and I hold on to it. Because that is the idea, to find the truth and to discover the truth. That's all that matters. I have my own life already. I breathe every day. That I have to try to find out whatever I have known in my life, is it true? Is it good? Is it productive? Is it something that is good? Because I know that the best success that we have today, whatever we achieve, we personally achieve it. But the confusion is those who choose to make it look like it came from a divine help, a divine, like somehow good things fell from heaven onto their lap. Whether the gold or the riches they got fell from heaven onto their lap. That knowledge that they keep presenting, or the idea they keep presenting, is what is that needs to be dealt with. It needs to be seized. It needs to be stopped. People need to be aware of these things and come to accept that, guys, you don't give glory to where it is not due. You don't say things that God has not done. You say things that God has done. Obviously, we've all come from God. God did everything. But when he did all those things that you got, or you know that you can get, after that, for you going out there to get something, did you have to say that God made you get that? We know that he created the stones. But if you are to go there and pick that stone, you have to tell the honest